Good morning, good evening, and good night, everybody. My name is Sarah, and we are here to talk about changes I'm making to my channel. Now, it has been more than a year since I started YouTube, and that seems absolutely insane. But it's just, I've noticed some things, and there's some things I'm happy with, and there's some things that I'm not happy with, and so that's kind of what this video is supposed to be. I went through everything that made me happy and it was essentially like a year wrap up in my 1 year celebration on YouTube or whatever I titled it. I don't know. But since then, I did mention in that video that I was going to make changes to my channel because I'm very much about fluidity. I'm about changing. I'm about not remaining constant. So that is what we're here to talk about. So with that all being said, let's dive on in. Now, before we actually start the video, I do want to address something. I do not feel the greatest at the moment. The lighting isn't the greatest at the moment. Nothing is the greatest at the moment. So if that rubs off in this video, I do apologize, but such is the way. Alright, change number 1. I'm going to limit the number of reviews I am doing. This might be a bit noticeable on my channel already. Normally I did 4 reviews 1 month, and then I took a month to talk about more bookish things, and then I went the next month with 4 more reviews. That was very much what I was doing. I was doing like an every other month thing. I'm noticing though that I don't like doing that. I know, surprise, surprise. I originally wanted my channel to be split between bookish items and stuff and then baking. Clearly the baking didn't pan out. I'm now living in a place without a kitchen, so it has evolved essentially just into a bookish channel, but that constant reviewing, like the 4 books a month, that was left over, and I don't want to force myself to do that anymore. I want to do more monthly wrap-ups. I want to do stuff that's like overarching, and if there is a book or if there is a series that means a lot to me, or if I just have a lot of emotions about it, I will bring it up in its own separate review, but it won't be as scheduled and it won't be as frequent as I used to be doing. That being said, I do have a review that's supposed to go up in a couple weeks. I haven't filmed it yet, so I don't know. But if you guys follow my Instagram, you know which book I'm talking about. I have opinions about that book. I don't know if they're good or bad yet, but I have opinions. I'm also going to be changing the style of review I'm doing. Before, I was just kind of running through the plot of the book. It was very much how the book was structured. I was like, this is what happened first, this is what I didn't like about that, this is what happened second, this is such and such and such and such. I now want to do 3 pros and 3 cons. I don't really know how this is going to pan out. Again, you'll see it in a couple weeks, but it's just like, I'm concerned because it's like, what if I only have one major problem with the book, but it's like a really big problem? I'm not sure how it would balance well. Again, I'm just going to start testing the waters with things, but expect changes in the future. That is what this video is about. Expect changes. Next, I want to talk about dedicated videos. I think, yes, okay, reviews were kind of like that, but I want to do like a video on the Magnus Chase series in general, or Leigh Bardugo's books and like the Grisha trilogy versus the Six Crows duology. I want to have more dedicated videos just talking about something. I don't need to necessarily do a review about it, but I want to do something along the lines of, this book is worth talking about. I just don't feel like I have the ability to review it, and that kind of mentality for me comes up a lot, because it's like, I read the Percy Jackson, the first book a while back, and I'm like, how do I rate this? I am not the target audience, but it was enjoyable. It also had its flaws. I'm not sure if I was allowed to rate the Percy Jackson book, and so I think I will do more of a dedicated video rather than a review on that. This might also be related to genres. Maybe I just want to do a video talking about sci-fi books and different sci-fi and how it has evolved through the age, since my favorite type of sci-fi is really old sci-fi, back when nuclear power was considered a good thing. That's the sci-fi I tend to gravitate towards, but I know sci-fi is becoming more popular again, so I want to see how the genre has evolved. Yeah, those are different ideas for dedicated videos you might see in the future from me. If not, well, change, you know? I mentioned this before, but I do want to start doing wrap-ups consistently. Maybe it won't be every month, but it might be every other month, because I know I'm not going to be able to get a wrap-up up for this month, but I might do one at the end of February that will just include the books from this month, because I've read a lot so far, so yeah. Potentially, I want to do some videos about writing in the future, or I want to talk more about writing in general. I don't think I'm qualified for that, but I really want to do it more to force me to do it, because one of my resolutions is to outline a book. I don't need to write a book this year. That can be next year's project. I just need to figure out how outlining works. I really suck at that. Like, I don't know where any of my books are going at the moment, so yeah, we need some videos to like force me to talk about that, force me to do that. Now, that might just be my own personal thing, but just be warned that might show up in the future. Another thing along the line, I might want to do more crafting videos. Maybe I'll do like a journaling with me, or I might make custom Mickey ears, because I do that every now and then, because I am from Anaheim, I am from Disneyland, so I might do more arts and crafty videos. I still want to stick to the theme of books, but maybe I could make like Mickey ears based off of the Grishaverse or something like that. The next type of videos you might see more often on my channel are tags. I want to get myself out there. I want just to like start making friends. I want to start a community, and I feel like a good way to do that is interacting through tags. Start volunteering on channels like, hey, next time you do a tag, can you include me? I've done that already a couple times, and I'm super excited for the next tag that they do, because I'm like, I'm hoping I'm tagged in that, because I want to do stuff. I want to be more interactive, and I feel like doing tags would be a great way to do that. And finally, I want to start following authors. I have a really bad habit at reading a book, then not looking at anything else that author has written. Because to me, a book stands on its own. Like, Rainbow Rowell, like, I wouldn't read any of their other books. It's all cutesy contemporary. That's not my genre. She wrote Carry On, and its sequel, Wayward Sons, is coming out soon. I gotta read that. And so, like, I will read that one series from her, but I don't think I'll read the rest of her stuff. I need to start doing that, though, with other authors, because I've noticed, like, some of these books I've read are so amazing, and I don't even remember who wrote them, so we gotta start working on that. So yeah, that's just kind of my basic outline for what's going to be changing in the future. Again, I want to do stuff more... like, if I want to do something, I'm going to do it. It's not going to be as planned. It's not going to be as scheduled. If I get tagged in something, that video is probably going to take maybe like an extra week or two, but I'm going to respond to that tag. I'm going to start doing those tags. No longer will it be, well, I have to wait until next month because this month is just my reviewing month. Like, no, that's no longer what it's going to be. If I'm going to review a book, I'm going to do it the moment I want to. And so it's just, I need to start working on... I'm very scheduled, and I want to stop having a schedule because I want to start doing things that I want to do at that moment. That's very much this year's for me. It's like the moment has come, I gotta do it, because if I don't, well, it's like having a TBR shelf. When you first buy that book, it sounds like an amazing book, but the longer it sits there, the less you want to do it. So yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, I don't know what else I would talk about. Just be warned that there's changes coming in the future. I am hopefully moving in a couple of months. I'm not sure where or when, but I'm getting out of the space, and so we'll be rid of this echo eventually. Maybe. Depends on what the new place is like. I don't know yet, but until then, thank you guys all so much for watching. If you liked this video or have any other suggestions I should change or add to my channel, leave it down in the comment section down below. And while you're there, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And as always, good night, good evening, and good morning, everybody.